Ladies and gents, welcome back. Hey, it's another Friday. This one came so quick. Holy cow. Felt like just a minute ago we were doing this last week. Holy cow, what a week it's been for me. Lots going on behind the scenes. Getting some new contacts recently. So might be breaking some news coming up. But let's... We'll leave that for when that happens. But yeah, working behind the scenes, trying to get some. Normally, I'm reading the news. Normally, I'm commenting on news. But yeah, no, I've been doing some work behind the scenes, trying to discover some stories and maybe break some things for you guys. Anyway, if you're just tuning into this, and it's the live stream, welcome to the live stream. If you're tuning into this later, this is the live format, which is the after it's done being live, it's the long format that you can enjoy at your leisure. Normally I do my videos every morning, early in the morning. I put together stories that matter to me, things that are important to me. I don't always get to all the stories because I still work a day job. So I go to work after that, after doing all these in the morning, and yeah, put out as many videos as I possibly can with as much information as I can get out to you guys as soon as I can. Oh my God, did someone finally find Trudy's balls and get you to break the story? Oh, I wish I could break that story. But no, working on some stuff behind the scenes, definitely going to get you more information. There's so much going on in Canada that the Canadians just are not aware of. And I'm starting to become aware of some of these other things that just nobody is even talking about. So digging that up, getting in touch with people in the industries affected, and gonna bring these stories to you. But yeah, there's the amount of deception in our media is just off the chains. The stuff that we just don't know about, we don't learn about because they don't do their job. They're now taking it on. You have to leave it to, mechanics to come forward and break these stories to you. But this is the reality of the situation. There's lots that they just do not want to talk about. They don't want to rock the boat. Journalists have it pretty cozy. They have it pretty comfortable. They don't want to rock the boat. So if they rock the boat, they know that they won't get published. So that's just everything. Clyde breaks something. I like that. Poor Canadians have Pegasus. It's insane. Yeah, no, it's absolutely nutty. Calgary, welcome, Calgary. Heather Jones, welcome to the chat. Like I said, if you're tuning into this later, this is the live stream. I do this every Friday. Excuse me, I'm stuttering. I do this every Friday at 6:30 Pacific time. It seems that I'm streaming when a lot of other people are streaming. I've been trying to get Jeremy McKenzie, Raging Dissident, on the show for a while, but the scheduling situation just is not working out as of yet. But we're gonna make that happen. We are gonna make that happen, whether it has to be like a pre-recorded thing and then put it out there. But definitely gonna get him on the show for your listening pleasure. And I want to know some more things that I've listened to interviews. I watch his show. There's stuff I want to dig into and find out. Maybe people aren't asking, and a lot of people are curious about. But that's the thing. What is the green people? What's with the green people? I don't know. Are there green people? I haven't heard of this. I haven't heard of this at all. Cheers from Alaska. Whoa, John Norris. Welcome to the chat. He's live now. I guess somebody's video is not working. Scrap. Tradildo. All right. Clyde, love your content. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Kevin Watson, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Good evening, brother. And Clyde, do something. Sorry, it's scrolling. Do something or lol. Okay, we'll do. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate that. Doing my best to keep looking at the chat. Holy God, you guys are going fast with the chat tonight. Immediately getting on it. Wow, really cool. T-Do has got to go. Hello, brother. Any word about the mouse jab? No, I don't know anything about a mouse jab. I'm interested. I'm going to look into that. Ian Bloomberg, with the super chat with nothing to say, but hey, thank you so much for the Canadian $6.99. Really appreciate that, Ian Bloomberg. Thank you so much. Right Turn Clyde. That's the first time I ever heard that reference to that Clint Eastwood movie. Ever. It's the first time. Trudeau broke his own laws. Absolutely did. The Green Party is messed up. They always have been. I never understood that there's a redundancy for the Green Party. It doesn't really make sense that they exist. They're just liberals. Anyway, Trudeau must go on Twitter, or I guess they're liberals that smoke pot, which now they're just liberals, I guess. So that's the thing. Okay, learn something new every day. It's really important to learn something new every day. Wild Rose, is that the Wild Rose party? Hi from Kingston. Glad I found the channel. I'm glad you found the channel. Thank you, Andy. Clyde, bro, I'm pure blood, and I played shiny ice hockey for the first time since March 12th, 2020. Bro, spread my germs everywhere. It was awesome. Pure blood. I'm guessing that's the new lingo for not vaxxed. Is that the new lingo? Pure bloods. The pure bloods are being allowed to do things now, which is remarkable. Actually, it's remarkable because it's all starting to happen. Why the timing? Maybe because there's an actual opposition now, and people are starting to sweat. Some people are starting to sweat. Absolutely. Okay. you know the YouTube overlords and censors are gonna look at the chat and see pure blood all over it, and they're gonna get the wrong impression. Absolutely. You know what they say about people like me on the internet? It's crazy. I got labeled by, what was it, the National Post, as a conservative YouTuber. I mean, yeah, I was kind of rooting for Polyev to win the conservative leadership, but I've never said that I was a conservative. But whatever, that's the thing. Obi-Wan can blow me. I like that. Renegade, nice one. Cheers. Call it clean blood. That sounds just as bad, man. That just sounds just as bad. Unacceptable Fringe with a Canadian $25 super chat. Thank you so much, my man. I'm a 41-year-old author that pokes the bear. I simp for Clyde on YouTube, and therefore Trudeau thinks I'm an extremist that needs to be dealt with. We're gonna get to that. That is like the #1 trend this week. Amazing trend. So good. Thank you so much, Derek. I really appreciate that. Your people want you. My people want me. What, those like conservatives that I got labeled a conservative, something else. So fresh and so clean blood. Clyde, he shouldn't call his wife a bear, but glad he wrote that. Wrote an awesome book. Nice burn. Just shredding it right now. Hey, while we're still waiting for lots of people to file in, because notifications take a minute to get out there. And this is why I do this little small chat in the beginning, of course, to let people come in before, and sometimes ads roll and stuff like that. I guess that's what people are telling me. So I always give people a chance to file in, but I want to check out some of the memes from this week from the community. You guys have some of the best memes. If you're not already part of it, join the Discord. Discord is a social media platform, if you're not aware of it. It's a lot like a lot of other ones, but it's kind of amalgamated. It's a little bit of Twitter, a little bit of the old school forums, I guess. It's a cool platform, but you can do really, really good quality video and voice chats, and we hang out there. We got a growing community. It's been fantastic. Every time after I do a live stream, we hang out in the Discord, and that's when I can have some wobbly pops, because that's what I do. On Friday nights, I have my wobbly pops, and we hang out in the Discord. I can't do that on YouTube for YouTube's terms of service reasons, And you know what? I keep having people say if I don't post a video in the morning because it's a holiday or something, people are like, oh my God, did you get banned? Did you get banned, Clyde? No. And I'm going to make it especially hard for them. I'm going to follow all the terms of service. If they want to get rid of me, they're going to have to work for it. So that's the way it's going to go. I know our friend Jeremy keeps getting the boot. I'm not sure what for. Yeah, lots of reasons anyway. Mostly made up ones. But anyway, lots of reasons. This is the thing. Why don't we get into some of these memes that people have been... I don't see enough of the whiskers. I need more zoom. Need more zoom. I like this. But let's look at some of these memes. Loving it. From the community here. We got I Virtue. Now with shuffle mode, the mask protects Ukrainian pregnant men from climate change. That's amazing. What are those? Yeah, dude bros. And of course, equipped with the giant earrings, the earplugs, because that's conducive of someone with sensitivities anyway. Sorry for anyone in the chat that's got those. But it's become a stereotype these days. That is the thing. What else do we got here? I'm heading out for a bike ride at the protest. Sure, Grandma, don't attack any horses. Too soon? Too soon? I'm sure her collarbone is healed. Poor lady. But yeah, this is referring to the woman who was actually attacked by Trudeau's horses. His cavalry came riding in. His white knights came in to save him while he was cowering under the bed at the cottage during the Freedom Convoy. This was a thing. This happened. Got great offices of state set to contain no white men. This is, of course, Britain in the past week. 2 hours later, King Charles. You know, it's a funny one. So we've been bugging about this because there's this like Karen in our neighborhood, and we call her Patriarchy Pam. Because she's like radical feminist lady. She's like Big Red, if you know the Big Red meme. But yeah, Patriarchy Pam is what we call her. And one of the guys I work with today, he cracks a joke. He's like, dude, he's like, if this job falls through of service writing at the garage, I'm gonna open up an all men's bakery and I'm gonna call it the Pastryarchy. And that killed me. That absolutely killed me. All men's bakery. He said he's gonna have croissants, but they'll be 77% of the size that he'll serve to females. At the Pastryarchy. Oh goodness. And he's a rotund gentleman. He knows good pastries. That man. What else do we got here in Memeville? Hey, Clyde, good job. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, watch out for that. It might turn into a chain. Look out for the Pastryarchy in a neighborhood coming to you. Absolutely. It just destroyed me. I was trying to wrench on cars and I couldn't move. Killed me. Canada in tramplings we trust. Oof. I hope Justin Trudeau goes to jail for Illegal Emergencies Act 2. Do you think that will actually happen? Like realistically, even if they find him guilty and his administration guilty, do you think he'll actually see a jail cell? Honestly doubt it, but I mean, I've been surprised before. I have been surprised before. It's amazing. I didn't think Canada would turn into Venezuela. That's for sure. What do we got here from the community as well? We got Ariana Grande used to look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Now she looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Oh, that's good. That's good. If you're not aware, they had a new Little Mermaid that came out. And well, it's like the usual Netflix adaptation that we've been seeing these days. Your usual Netflix adaptation. I saw another one. It was a Netflix joke one, and it killed me. And I'm not seeing it now. I've just lost it. There it is. Here's another one, another Netflix adaptation. Netflix presents Polar Bears, a documentary. This is Netflix has gone full woke. It's a thing. But yeah, I especially liked Matt Walsh's take on The Little Mermaid. He said he wanted to see a more, if they're gonna go realism. The realism would make more sense if they went with the complexion of what a deep sea creature would actually look like had it actually existed. And he said that the skin tone would probably be more like translucent, and it would probably be bony and disgusting looking. But of course, I identify as translucent. There you go. That's it. So any aquatic animals that live at the sea floor, because we're actually we're talking about a creature that lives on the sea floor. The house is on the sea floor. The king and the kingdom is on the sea floor. So you'd imagine they would be quite translucent, not even necessarily white, completely see-through. Maybe with glow-in-the-dark features, with some bioluminescence. Joe Lehman becoming member for 4 months. I'm waiting for a Queen Elizabeth Netflix docs bringing meme to reality. Oh goodness. I think we had that one. I have to find that. That was like last week, wasn't it? The Queen one. I'm scrolling forever. Is it? There it is. Netflix presents Queen Elizabeth. Oh, these memes are just great. It's fantastic. I can't contain myself. But anyway, yeah, Ariana Grande used to look like Ariel from Little Mermaid. Now she looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Again, we have look at me. I'm the Little Mermaid now. Oh, amazing. Yes, that's right. Translucent rights, everybody. I stand up. I stand with the translucent. Matt Walsh bringing that cause to light and telling people that he's a trans activist for the translucent, underrepresented. Anyway, here's Trudeau right now after Pierre Polyev. I've been mispronouncing it the whole time. People correcting me in the comments saying, just say it right already. He's going to become our prime minister. It's Polyev, not no weird pronunciations and stuff. I'm terrible. If I see French names with like VREs and stuff in them, I'm just going to make all kinds of wacky noises. But the Liberals, definitely Justin Trudeau with some mad PP energy, mad PP. I'm seeing PP energy in the chat. He's got some mad PP envy this week, and that was one we almost got trending. It didn't quite meet the threshold to hit the trending tab, but there's always hope. There's always hope because there's still lots of PP envy to be seen out there. Yeah, that's right. Clyde can't pronounce French. I can't pronounce French stuff. It's horrible. Can you say Celine Dion? Nope, apparently. Celine Dion? Is that actually how you say it, or do French people say it some other way? I went to the Celine Dion concert, and we had the hamburgers and the hot dogs. And the wind was blowing because the top was off. I could feel the wind going through my hair. That is, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know how to do the pronunciations. What else do we got here? We got Calvin Klein 1992 versus Calvin Klein 2022. Wow. What a difference 30 years will make. Boo. Brutal. That's lots of Uggs in the chat. Ugh. I ate that hot dog. Yeah, that's right. God help us. Oh, this is So this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't bully people. I mean, when you when you coddle people and let them do these crazy. Well, I mean, you could do whatever you want, but celebrate this, really? Honestly, unacceptable fringe with another $10 super chat. Derek, you getting spendy this evening? It wasn't trending, Clyde. Bro, do you even trend? You don't even research Twitter stats? Lol. Okay, that's funny. Do I have to pull that up? So there was some neckbeard on Twitter today when I posted my the video from today. I'm not gonna pull it up. Anyway, I'll just tell you the story. So I posted my video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's a video talking about the according to Trudeau, I'm an extremist trend that was trending on Twitter. Not since this morning, not since this afternoon, since yesterday it's been trending with hashtag Trudeau must go. Both of them trending together, and it's still trending now. It's still trending as we speak. Now, I made a video talking about it, talking about who started the trend. There's an article on the counter signal, and I posted a video talking about it, and then obviously post on Twitter that my video's up. And some neckbeard took a break from Reddit for a second, apparently, to come in all, actually, don't you know that Twitter's threshold for trending is at least 2,000 mentions or 2,000 people tweeting about it to only have quickly a lot of people replying to him, posting pictures of it trending at that very moment with like 100,000 tweets, unbelievably. And then he proceeded to backpedal instead of just admitting he was wrong or just bailing out of the conversation entirely. Neckbeards are so fun. They're fun to deal with. Actually. Oh, goodness. But yeah, he awoken from his slumber early in the morning to do that, to let me know that I was wrong about the trending tab. When I was, in fact, not wrong. It had already been trending for 24 hours, but nonetheless, what else have we here? We've got Ralph Wiggum here. The TV told me that if I eat the bugs and enslave myself on behalf of the ruling 1%, that the weather will get gooder. Nice one. Nice one. This is from Jason Christoph. Thank you for the meme. I noticed a lot of people watermarking their memes. Okay, got you. Shout out to Jason Christoph for making this one. Amazing. This one I just wanted to show you because somebody deserves a Darwin Award for this. What? If for those of you that don't know what this is, those are supposed to be fuses. And yeah, somebody's looking for their Phillips right now. Ralph the Liberal, that's right. And you will be happy. Oh, goodness. People eating the bugs. Hey, what do you guys think of merch? So we're going to be moving forward on that. Been so busy, but now I've got some people that are giving me a hand. And a lot of people were asking for merch, saying, I want to have shirts, bumper stickers, hats, things like that. I want to support your channel, get some merch out. And I don't know, I didn't really ever think of doing that, but apparently a lot of people are keen on it. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll put something out there. So I'm super busy, dad, I got kids, full-time job, mechanic, and doing videos, researching all of this stuff. But now I got some help, and you guys are so generous. You're amazing. So we're gonna put some cool designs together. We've got a really amazing artist from the community who volunteered to put some ideas on the table, and that's Invincible. We all know her in the Discord. She's amazing. She's very professional at what she does, so she's going to be helping out. And we're going to try to get some stuff out there. Got Joe Lyman, my networking and moderator man. He's definitely working on some of the back stuff on the back burner, helping out, as well as all our other moderators, King Cracker, and everyone behind the scenes. I know I'm gonna forget somebody's name, and they're gonna be so mad. But yeah, absolutely. We're going to get that stuff. Invincible is legit. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want some translucent merch. I don't know if that's kosher, my man. I don't know. I don't know if we can do that. Let's get back to some of these memes. I just want to be left alone, says the Chad guy. Looks like we got ourselves another extremist. This is the government of Canada with their, again, neckbeards. I love the Wojak memes. They're too good. They're way too good. Translucent pants for all that PP envy. Oof. Oof. I don't think so. Not going that far. Not going there. This one killed me today. I love this one. Government, you're not allowed to go more than 5 miles from your front door. Me. Front door on the moped. There we go. Hey, Clyde. Hey, folks. Everett, welcome to the chat, my man. Chatelet. Hi, Clyde. You're great at what you do. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Marlene. You're much appreciated. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. What else have we got going on? This one killed me so much that I had to show the wife. Oh, somebody put that together. That is just too good. I bet you this one's been out for a while, but I just saw it for the first time today, and that just killed me. That's it. That's it. Awesome. Awesome. So, what else have we got here? What else have we got? We're I like looking at the memes, but then I like to get into some of these stories. But right now, before we get into the whole story, there is that, you know what, I'm going to save this for when we get into that one, because there's a lot to talk about there. There is a lot to talk about with that one. So I'm just going to throw this one down, huck it down the line, because some people aren't deserving of getting their name mentioned so early in the stream, if you know what I mean. But hey, why don't we get on to some of the stories that are actually happening this week? We got a full house here. We got 887 people in the chat, right? 891. Can we break 800? Sorry, 791. We're breaking 800 up and down. Can I get some more likes though? We got 357 likes. We got like not even a half ratio on the likes. Whoa, tell YouTube community, tell the YouTube algorithm that where you want to be and where you want other people to come in and hang out. So let's see that number jump up, because nice, 791. Big things are coming this fall. We'll see what happens this fall. Not sure, but winter is coming, and it's going to be a really, really tough winter. I see it just jumped by 100. Over 100 likes just now. 813 viewing on the channel right now. Amazing. You guys are awesome. 1 like equals 5 honks. Love it. Love it. Deplorable hat, Clyde. Where's the deplorable hat? Should I get the deplorable hat? Do I need to put that on? Is that what I need to do? I need to grab that? This one? Is this the one? Because we are the deplorables apparently now. That's our role in Canada as per the Toronto Star, apparently, that we covered last week. That was a thing. But I do love my hat. I love my Harajuku hat, because Harajuku is a cool neighborhood in my second home of Tokyo, Japan. I love it there. We used to live there, me and the wifey. She grew up. She was born and raised there. John Kennedy with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Nothing said, but contributing to the channel. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And throw something in the chat if you want your voice to be heard. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Wobbly pops on John tonight. Holy cow. Wow. Deplorables here. We're all deplorables. We're all the Canadian deplorables that are against the idea of mandates, which I have to cover this one now, because this is something I forgot to put it in my queue of stuff to talk about. But here's the thing. So This killed me. This absolutely... Oh, okay, we got a competition in the chat now. We've got Unacceptable Fringe with another $50 on top of his 20 and his 10, 25 and $10 super chats. Wow. Killing it. All right, with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Get those likes in. Clyde works part-time, whipping Trudeau's tears from all the pee-pee envy and needs the recognition. This is my part-time job. I'm not even doing this full-time. You guys are amazing. You guys are fantastic. Do you play the piano? I play the piano. I do play the piano. So I got one. I got a few pianos, actually. That's my only acoustic piano. I've got a MIDI piano that I play with the computer. And then I have an electronic piano with weighted keys in the house. So it feels a little bit more like the real deal. But nothing beats the real deal, my man. Nothing beats the real deal. It's just the best feeling out there. That's just the way it goes. Rich, thank you. Oh, I didn't see the comment for that. Fringe minority hats. Okay, let's work on that. That's a really good idea. Play the Muffin Man song. Do you know the Muffin Man? I don't know the Muffin Man. Is he the one that lives on Drury Lane? That's amazing. 858 people watching right now. Let's get into one of these stories. This is one of the ones that I saw on social media today. And this one cracked me up. Okay, so before we get into it, let's just look at the title of the article. I am not going to be able to pronounce the first part of your name, Red Fang. Zeta Red Fang, if that's how you pronounce it. Thank you so much for the 279 super chat. Hey, dude, thanks for all you do in your free time. Thank you for joining me in my free time. I really appreciate it. This is great. This community is amazing. You guys are crazy. Insane tonight. Wow, generosities all over the place. But hey, let's look at the title of this. Convoy donors gave more than $460,000 to CPC leadership race, and many whatever. Canadians who donated to the Ottawa Convoy protest contributed more than $46,000 to Conservative leadership candidates. Now, what is the gripe here? What is the gripe? Let's look at the article, right? Pop open the article. Convoy donors gave more than $46,000 to the Conservative leadership race, and many were first-time federal donors. How do they know this? This is my first question. What is your proof? Well, you scroll down, and what do they say? They say actual number of people who contributed both to the Convoy and the Conservative leadership candidates could be higher. Oh, sorry. How did they get to this number? So, Canadians who donated to the Ottawa Convoy protest contributed more than $46,000 to Conservative leadership candidates. And many of them were donating to a federal political party for the first time, in an analysis by CBC News shows. Now, that is a statement of fact. That is a statement that many people donated, and a lot of them were new to donating to a political party. That was the first time I've ever donated to a political party. And yeah. I'm part of that list, right? A comparison of that's an affirmative statement that is released by the Conservative Party, right? So next paragraph, a comparison of donations to Conservative leadership counters up to August 1st with the Give Send Go crowdfunding campaign for the Convoy protests. Wait a second. So what have they done? Now they're comparing the names, the public names that are giving to the Conservative Party, and they're comparing them to illegally hacked data from a criminal that released that information. So this is immediately scummy, in my opinion. But what did they find in that search? What did they find? They found that over 3,100 people who contributed to both campaigns, based on identical combinations of names and postal codes. Okay. The lion's share of the Convoy donors' leadership campaigns donated went to Poilievre's. I keep saying Poilievre. Poilievre's Polyevs. I'm saying it wrong all the time. Polyevs. 460,000, Clyde. Did I say that? Did I say that wrong? What did I say? I thought if I said it wrong, I mean, obviously I did, but what did I say? Oh, weird. Okay, so $460,000 was donated, but they found 3,000 people donated. Quick maths. Anybody quick maths? That's not all of them, right? It's not all of them. But even if it was all of them, what's the charge here? So what they're saying in the article is that Convoy donors gave more than $46,000 to CPC leadership race. Right off the bat, that's misleading. That's false information in the title of the article, which they then go to say is not true within the article. $460,000. I said $460. My bad. Big money. Big money. So right away, they're lying in this article. Thank you, CBC News, for your great journalism. But this is the thing. So they lie in the title by saying that the Convoy donors, the 3,000 people, over 3,100 people gave. Somebody quick maths. How much is that per person if 3,000 people gave $460,000? Quick maths. Somebody in the chat. But that's just not happening, right? This is a percentage of the people. Now, so $1,500, $125, $148. I'm getting a lot of different. Yeah, urinalism. I got that from Jeremy Wembley from The Quartering. He says that one a lot because these people are just, yeah, they're urinalists. I'm getting a bunch of different numbers. Critical Thought saying 1,533 each. Okay, quick maths, but I'm seeing $148. Anyway, it was $15. I mean, I gave the $15 to vote. My wife gave $15. You can vote as a permanent resident. You can't vote in the national election, but you can vote within the Conservative Party as a permanent resident. So that's the thing. My wife is not a Canadian citizen. So, but here's the thing. My main takeaway on this is, so what? So what? So what if people who donated to a legal charity, which was a legal charity, they put together a legal charity corporation for the donations. As soon as the donations got pretty big, the federal government, which governs legal charities, allowed it. They granted this legal charity to the Freedom Convoy, and people donated to it. And what was the cause? Well, it was people who did not want mandates anymore. They wanted an end to the mandates. End the mandates, they said. End the mandates. No, they didn't say that. They said, Trudeau, end the mandates. They wanted rid of the mandates. So what do I say on this Twitter post? What do you know? People who don't like federal mandates donated to a political candidate who wants to get rid of mandates. I could have told you that without looking at illegally obtained data from a website hack. CBC has PP envy. That's where we are. That's absolutely where we are. So about $150 each. I'm guaranteeing you that a lot of these people did not donate significant, like a majority of these people did not donate that much. And it wasn't, there was 300,000 votes. So we're talking about lots of money. Lots of money that went into the Conservative Party during this leadership election. But here you go. This is the big deal. What is, you just like, as soon as you frame it differently in the title, somebody saying in the chat, haha, good play on words, and yes, they did. The real play on words is the CBC here, saying Convoy donors gave more than $460,000 to the CBC. Well, what you have is a case clearly that people who don't want mandates are giving money to a political candidate who wants to get rid of the mandates. Hey, big shocker. Big shocker, everybody. But that's, this is where we are. This is where we are. NB, I'm guessing that's New Brunswick. I'm not sure. With a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Keep making great videos. People must stop watching the CBC, Canada Bolshevik News. I like that. I watch you every day and enjoy your perspective and humor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my man. Or milady, I don't know. It's anonymous here. The NB. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thank you for helping out, trying to get me some wobbly pops for the hangout after the live stream. I'm always looking forward to those. It's great hearing from you guys. Honestly, like going into the having the live stream, hanging out with the chat, super fun. But then afterwards, going into the Discord and hanging out and actually getting to hear you guys' voices and what you guys have to say. Now, for those that are new to this, you don't have to go into. You don't have to show your video. You don't have to even say a word if you don't want. You can go in and linger. There's lots of people talking. So it's definitely a fun evening to hang out with lots of like-minded Canadians and people from around the world. So really, really great perspective. And it really brings the community together. I really enjoy it. Holy 980 people watching right now. Amazing. Amazing. You guys are insane. Anyway. Let's get on to some more of these stories. Australia ends mask mandate for air travel effective today. Canadians win the prize for last country on Earth to keep muzzling up to travel. Now, this is the reality of the situation. We are the last country in the world that is forcing muzzles on their citizenry just to get on a stupid airplane. Are you kidding? Like, people are walking around and they say in the airport you're supposed to walk around, because I took a flight in the summer to Ontario, flew into Pearson Airport. I walked around there without a mask on. I was like, no way. Unless somebody comes and tells me I got to put it on or something like that. No, I'm just going to walk around. It's like, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. This is the way of the world. Absolutely. So here it is. You walk around, you don't wear it. But as soon as you get on the airplane, they do a little announcement and they say, any passenger who is seen without a mask on during the course of the flight will be met with authorities on the other side. This is the Canada that we live in right now. Ladies and gents, this is insane. It's absolute insanity because you don't have your muzzle on. You're going to meet authorities on the other side. But of course, you can take it off to nibble on some of your airplane food that's so nutritious and tasty. It's so delicious. But yeah, that's the world we live in. Captain Dread 2013 with a $10 super chat. Remember the kulaks. Absolutely. Remember those farmers from Russia that were demonized. And thank you so much for the super chat. They were demonized by the Bolsheviks during the Bolshevik Revolution for the crime of having done okay when the czars were gone. So they found themselves in a situation where there was no rulers over them, and they're like, what do? We got no instruction. We got no instruction on what do we do? What do we do? What are we supposed to do? Where is our Lord of the Manor to tell us what we're supposed to be doing right now? Well, what they did was they went right to the daily grind like they normally do. They started making their stuff, selling their stuff. And you know what? They started doing okay. They started doing pretty good, making moves on their own. Little market economies emerged, and the Bolsheviks sowed animosity by saying, look at them, they're greedy, they're hoarding, they're doing all this stuff against the will of the collective, and drummed up angst, and I mean, it's always the same thing. It's always drum it up. These guys are the bad guys. Look at them. They're unacceptable. They're deplorables. They're In the case of funny mustache man, they've got a religion that we don't like. What have you? It's always the case. It's always separate people, marginalize a group, say that they're horrible, dehumanize them, and then, well, you know what comes next? It's horrible news. And the kulaks, well, the name of the gulags, somehow connected to that. I don't speak Russian, but somehow connected to the kulaks, and that was horrible. Absolutely. But here we are in modern day Canada, and we're the only country muzzling our people. 40 million dead. Yeah. Don't forget what socialism breeds. Jeez, people. 1,014 people in the chat room right now. That is insane. You guys are something else. You guys are definitely something else. But I wanted to make this point, because what I wanted to get into was, well, how's that ArriveCan app working out? Here's Woke Up. It's a new publication that I wasn't aware of until just the other morning. Woke Up is not woke. They're woke up. I guess fed up with the whole woke thing. Anyway, Woke Up, Guide to Avoiding the ArriveCan App. I covered this in the story if you've heard this already. Yeah, we won't go into it in too much detail, but this is definitely something that's happening. We have publications saying this is how you can get away with not using it. So many people are saying forget it. Actually, I went for a couple of beers with a new good friend of mine, doctor, professional. He went through the border and he refused it. They said, well, you gotta fill out this form. He says, okay, I'll fill it out. And he fills out his name and hands it back. He's like, there you go. I filled it out. That's all you're getting. And yeah, he left. They said they were going to give him a fine, but they had no place to send it. Don't give him your address. Anyway, with close to 90% of the Canadian population vaccinated and as many immune from past infection to a virus with a 99.98 survivability rate, the Trudeau government has continued to enforce the use of the ArriveCan app, described by some as something out of East Germany during the Cold War. The digital ID and COVID-19 tracking program is proving to be buggy. Buggy. What a term. When they say buggy, they were just accidentally forcing people into quarantine that complied. Buggy. Time wasting, privacy invasive, and much like the Liberal government, totally pointless. I love this writer already. Amazing. And while Trudeau has no plans to remove it, Woke Up is ready to let our readers learn how to avoid it. 90% is BS. Well, apparently we were getting to 90% at the time for eligible people to get the 1 and 2. I think it was one. One shot. And they were saying 90%. But that was of the eligible people. So at the time, they weren't considering children, and they weren't considering, certain immune compromised, certain people who had exemptions or whatever at the time. That's how they got to that 90% number. I think it's around like 84 for the first 2 shots now. I believe that's the number. I looked it up just a little while ago because I had it in a video. So that's where it was. 90% means mission accomplished. Leave people alone. Absolutely. We were told once we get to 80%, it's over. The whole thing's done. That was the message. But I knew it. I told people. I was like, it's never gonna be over. They're gonna hang on to this thing as long as they possibly can. People are like, you're crazy. Get that tinfoil hat off. I'm like, no. Spoilers, my friend. Spoilers. Unacceptable Fringe with another $10 super chat. You're already over $100 into this chat. This is amazing. My man, thank you so much. That is a lot of wobbly pops. Deal with CBS8 Matrix style when they say to talk to public health. How about I give you the finger and you give me my passport? Is that Matrix style? Is that how they do it? Goodness. That's one way to do it. I recommend that people don't be rude. Do not be rude. You'll save yourself a lot of hassle if you just straight up be polite. Remember, the CBSA agents, they're not the ones enforcing the ArriveCan. It's P hack, as they're calling it. Why don't you just pronounce it in one? Why say hack after P? Why not just say fack? What the fack? Honestly, it's PHAC, fack. But that is a thing. I love your hat. I love your name, Helena. Thank you so much. But don't take it out on the CBSA agents. They're just doing what they got to do. They've been told to hand you off to FAC. Anyway, told to hand you off to FAC. So people are going to FAC, and then they just say, "I don't want to speak to you," and then that's it. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. That's essentially it. FAC has no authority to detain you. So apparently, and we learned this from Mr. McNulty, and he was a CBS agent that got fired for speaking out. But he said he told people that if a CBS agent hands your passport to PHAC, another government agency, to file a complaint against the CBSA agent, they do not have the authority to do this as per his recommendation. So I got to be very careful because I'm not a lawyer and I'm not a CBS agent. But what he says is that your passport is in fact government property, is the property of the government of Canada, but you are the holder of that piece of property, not a CBSA agent. So when a CBSA agent takes it from you, they can view it to verify that you are the person that you say you are, and then hand it back to you. Give it back to you. They cannot pass it to a third party, as per Mr. McNulty and his advice on his Instagram channel. Definitely check him out. Somebody in the chat has to know what his handle is. I'm drawing a blank on it. But it's like ex border cop or something like that. Amazing patriot. Fuck them. Absolutely. That is what's going on. But anyway, you can check out this article from Woke Up. They give you a step-by-step 6 steps to avoid Canada's medical technocracy. The border order, drive or walk up through the Canada's border. Anyway, you can read through it. They give you don't laugh at them, don't cause trouble, don't do that. Be polite, be friendly. Let's keep our reputation as Canadians. We're always polite and nice until you don't have to be anymore. That's just the way it is. But yeah, both parties have to drop the gloves. You know what I mean? If it goes somewhere else. But I do not recommend anything like that. I recommend that people always stay peaceful and always be polite. Absolutely. So vax off. I'm not disclosing that information is what people are saying. Do you mean CBSA guy who got fired for telling the truth on social media? I absolutely mean that guy. Absolutely mean that guy, Remnant. Remnant Disciple Lizardo. I like that name. That's good. That's really good. Borderline dictatorship. Good subtitling here. Winning. They'll likely acknowledge that they are not detaining you and can't force you to speak with public health, but will warn you of fines up to $750,000 or even jail time for up to 6 months if Health Canada decides to follow up with you. Which, honestly, really, no. From what I hear, these tickets are just getting thrown out. But I don't have confirmation of that, so I'm not giving advice at all. You can read this website and take that with that what you will. That's the thing. But the ArriveCan app, Patrick McNulty, that is the man. But what is his handle on Instagram? Because that's where his home base is. I hardly ever use Facebook services, but I have an account and I am following him there. But Patrick McNulty, amazing dude, absolutely, hands down, patriot, amazing Canadian, with you all the way, brother, with you all the way. Ex-border cop, absolutely, there we go. So go check out his Instagram. He's still got his videos up. He gives really solid advice on that. But ArriveCan, a very unpopular thing. Now we have we have the candidate, or the leader of the official leader of the opposition now, Pierre Poilievre, in his victory speech, talking about removing ArriveCan. This is a popular issue.
We must remove other unneeded barriers by axing the disastrous ArriveCan app.
Take this moment to grab a drink.
And by ending the remaining COVID vaccine mandates to let people work and travel freely.
Absolutely. Amazing. Get rid of the app, get rid of the remaining vaccine mandates, not suspending them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them, absolutely. So what's happening with that? Well, what's this we hear this evening? Breaking Toronto Star exclusive. When they don't want you to know some news, they drop it on a Friday evening. This is the way it works. And this is what people learn in the news industry, is that if they want you to talk about it all week, they'll drop it on a Monday morning. If they want you to forget about it by the weekend, they'll drop it on a Friday at night in the afternoon. But I'm espousing motives where I don't know, but this is just what I've seen to be the case. Absolutely. Toronto Star exclusive. Trudeau government considering end to COVID-19 vaccination mandate at border and random testing. Sources. We have sources. I always love when the lefties on Twitter hit you up with citation. I need sources. Give me sources. Go get your own sources. They always just don't like the sources once you give them. That's the problem. I don't like jumping when people say jump, is what I'm saying. I've had a few fun run-ins on Twitter, but for people that are questioning it, absolutely, I'll give the sources of my information. They have no sources. Yeah, well, because they just say sources. Sources. It's just it's the magical word that means believe everything I say. Anyway, that would mean, and they continue on Twitter without you even having to read the article. I wonder why they're doing this. That would mean unvaccinated foreigners would once again be allowed to visit Canada. Interesting. What else do we have here? Vaccinated Canadians would also no longer face fines up to $5,000 if they couldn't show proof of a negative COVID-19 test or previous positive infection before entering the country. Why is this happening all of a sudden? Why is this? The government is also weighing ending mandatory random testing for vaccinated travelers. The practice was temporarily suspended on June 11th before being reinstated on July 19th and is now being done outside of airports. Why is this happening? Why is this a thing? I don't know why they're doing this. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his cabinet have yet to make a final decision, but several sources confirmed ministers will soon weigh in on a move that could also spell the end of the unpopular ArriveCan app. What is going on here? What's happening here? What is actually happening here? Why are they making moves? to get rid of this stuff. They were so steadfast. They were so steadfast. They were so eager to keep this going. They were so poignant to make sure that we knew that you had to be recharged like a cell phone battery, right? Human cell phone batteries need those vaccines. We need to get them in you so you're up to date every 3 months. This is the way of forward. This is how we're gonna get out of this mess that we've been in, that none of the rest of the world is in anymore. What is going on here? Why? Maybe because we now have an actual opposition. We have a real opposition, and we have Trudeau shaking in his little booties, because the Liberals have some massive PP envy at the moment. This is something that's actually been going on behind the scenes. What's happening in the Liberal Party? With Poilievre victory, some Liberals hope party will pivot to the center. One MP says party needs to be less woke. It seems like the tables are turning. Seems like something else is going on here. Oh no! Liberal MP wants Trudeau to be less woke amid Poilievre's leadership victory. This is an interesting development, is it not? Maybe it seems like this is an unpopular idea. As the Conservative Party leader, or the Conservative Party of Canada celebrates their new party leader, Pierre Poilievre, that I now can pronounce because I've been told in the comments that I was doing it wrong the whole time. Liberal MPs are hoping that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau moderates his agenda to be less woke. What? You want the guy to be less woke? Why do you want him to be less woke? He's your woke commander-in-chief. I mean, he's the guy who said, well, this, of course.
Your cabinet, you said, looks a lot like Canada. And I understand one of the priorities for you was to have a cabinet that was gender balanced. Why was that so important to you?
Because it's 2015.
Because it's current year. This is the mentality of these idiots. And it's been going back far enough. But here's the problem. People weren't paying attention then. Only the woke idiots were paying attention. And that's how this guy got elected. This is how this guy got a position as the Prime Minister of Canada with 80,000 votes in his favor amongst his own party, which, by the way, is free to get a membership if you ever want to vote in their leadership elections. Just throwing that out there as a little thing. This is a democratic society, and everyone has the right to join in the democratic system. Now, here's the deal. Here's the actual deal. People are beginning to pay attention. Now, what is the news calling it? They're calling us deplorables. They're calling this a what is the populism? They're calling it populism. Maybe, just maybe, this is the rise of people paying attention and taking responsibility for their civic duty. This is something that we should all have been doing for so long. We're all guilty of it. We didn't pay attention. We just figured it's good. We got this. We got good manners and we got good government. This is how it goes. Well, they screwed the pooch on that. They killed that deal. They are not good government, and we now have a civic duty to get involved and get them out. And that's how it's going, because here we got more. We've got, from the post-millennial, Liberal MP says party has to become less woke. One MP said that the Liberals need to go closer to the center right. Closer to the center right? Or is it center right? I'm not sure. They're using populism as a pejorative. Yeah, exactly. Oh, politics are popular? That's terrible. Oh no, popular politics. I mean, you talk about it in the news all the time. You sensationalize it all the time. Let's make it popular. Here's the deal. We're making it popular. And guess what? The populists are not woke. We are not woke. We don't buy into this woke ideology. We're regular folks with regular lives and regular motives for having regular neighborhoods and hospitals and ideologies, things that are not crazy extremist, honestly. I mean, if your ideology involves mutilating children, you might be an extremist. Anyway, some liberal MPs say that the Liberal Party needs to become less woke, as it will now face off against a new conservative party led by Pierre Poilievre. I said it right this time. Clyde, this is what happens after decades of one side trying to take the high road and allowing everyone to be free, while the other side decides the ends justify the means. Absolutely. But that's Marxism for you. Ends justify the means. Moral relativism. This postmodern garbo that needs to go. It's gotta go. Angela Cox. Hey, Clyde. Hey, Angela. So here we go. According to Radio Canada, they have to say it like that because they're a French publication, I believe, unless I'm wrong. Some MPs anonymously said that the party needs to refocus and pivot to the center. The comments were made ahead of the Liberals caucus meeting in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. This is the funniest part that I found in the whole thing. So they want the party to go more to the center, but they're afraid to say it. Because they are afraid of the cancel mob. They'll be canceled. This is the reality of the situation. The cancel mob is their Frankenstein's monster. This is a thing they created. They created a mob of idiots. They created a mob of idiots that are willing to do whatever it takes to the people that speak out against them. Well, guess what? So many people have been canceled that are, well, I'm not speaking for the right. I'm speaking for people from the center, people left of center even, that aren't woke crazy. If people have been canceled, and the people who are still afraid of being canceled will get canceled at a point. They will get canceled. You have to be not afraid of it. You won't get canceled if you're not afraid of being canceled. Just get out there, say your piece, and be unapologetic about it. The only thing that they have going for them is you'll try to appease them. And when you try to appease them, they win, and then they get it, and then they get their cancel. But, of course. So, of course, that one politician, Reyes, conservative, ditched the party to become an independent. Quebec MP left. He was a loyalist to Jean Charest. The true Canadian. He said he's a true progressive conservative because he was once a liberal, because he worked for the Chinese Communist Party's Huawei. He was a loyalist, and he jumped ship. He jumped ship for the Conservatives, leaving his constituency to go, wait a second, I voted Conservative. Why are you taking off and leaving our constituency in independent land? What? I mean, obviously, this guy is going to get... Great live stream, Clyde. Thank you, Grouchy Fish. I love the name. Grouchy Fish. I like that. You're breathtaking. Getting sidetracked by the chat. I love chatting with the chat, but I get on a rant and then I'll get sidetracked and then it'll go somewhere else entirely. So that guy who left the Conservative Party, he's now complaining that he's being harassed by people from his constituency saying, resign. resign so we can get a conservative to replace you. I love you chatting with the chat. I love you chatting with the chat. I love you chatting with me chatting with the chat. It's great. I can't believe how many of you guys are in here. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Is that too much to ask? I don't think I've seen that in the live streams yet. 1,000 likes. There's more than 1,000 of you in the chat right now. But that guy has the nerve to complain. I ditched out on my responsibilities, and now you calling my office upset about that is just harassment. How dare you harass that poor slimy politician? How dare you? How absolutely dare you? No way. No way should we be haranguing and harassing slimy politicians that don't hold up to their word. What? The guy gets a couple of phone calls and he's like, me, wine. Yeah, he's a victim. He's a victim. We don't want victims in the opposition. The official king's opposition, as they call it. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's the thing we say here in Canada. Sorry, I'm closing some of these windows, but I need to keep track of where I am. But, of course, Trudeau has had his words. And so these words that he said, I'm not going to pull up the French clip because it's just it's subtitles. But he said it in French on a TV show in Quebec. But it's best seen or heard through the voice of Bill Maher as he quotes Justin Trudeau as he's talking about him on the show. So we'll have a look at what Bill Maher had to say here.
He said, this is a couple of weeks ago, he was, or maybe this is September, but he was talking about people who are not vaccinated. He said they don't believe in science. They're often misogynistic, often racist.
Thank you, guys.
That was not smart of him at all.
Right. He said, but they take up space. And with that, we have to make a choice in terms of a leader as a country. Do we tolerate these people? It's like, tolerate them. Now you do sound like Hitler.
Wow.
And recently he talked about them holding unacceptable views.
Wow. I'm surprised to hear that Trudeau said those things.
You didn't see the blackface? I mean,
she didn't take that well. She didn't take that well.
I'm not. I mean, that was not a good look for him.
No,
but I mean, come on. I mean, that's I think what gets under people's skin. I started to read what he said. This is a couple of weeks ago. He was, or maybe this is September, but he was talking about people who are not vaccinated. He said they don't believe in.
So yeah, they don't believe in science. They shouldn't be. Should we tolerate these people? Who else said that? So let's look at some quotes from history. These are some old quotes here. Mr. Funny Mustache Man once said, "Why do we tolerate these people? They're taking up space. We need a final solution." And then continued on with the Holocaust. Then Trudeau, all these many years later, why do we tolerate these people? They're taking up space. They're racists and misogynists who don't believe in science or progress. The leader of Canada is now paraphrasing Funny Mustache Man. Ice Wallow. I love the names. You're so close to getting me on that one. So close. Mr. Come. Thank you very much for the $49.99 super chat. Pancakes or waffles? That's a good question. It depends on the day. I like pancakes and I like waffles. I think the answer to the question should be homemade. 100%. No ego. Lego. Let go of the ego. Get out of here. Gotta be homemade. Gotta be homemade. My wife makes amazing pancakes and makes amazing waffles. Waffles are too much work. So pancakes, I think it is. I think pancakes it is. That's probably my vote on that one. But let's get back to the story. Cheese and egg shaffles for the win? I don't even know what those are. I've never heard of that. Japanese souffle pancakes Yes, they're really good. They're really good. So the waffles my wife makes, she has to make custard first. You have to make custard, and then custard is like the liquid base for the waffle mix that she makes. It's all homemade. But yeah, you got to make custard first. I don't know. It's a lot of work. They're so good. They're so good. It's a thing. Kraft dinner, buddy. Oh man, we used to call them rubber bullets, right? Kraft dinner. Tell you a little quick story, getting off topic here for a minute. But we used to call them, in my family, we used to call them rubber bullets. I grew up in Sault Ste. Marie when I was really, really young. And most of my siblings grew up in Sault Ste. Marie. Now, on welfare check day, the very next day, you go downtown. And, you know, here's the thing. Welfare check day, everyone, they're eating Kraft dinner, right? But they're getting it, cooking it, and then eating it so fast so they can get out drinking right away. So they get their welfare I'm so generalizing here, but so many people get their welfare check, scarf down the Kraft dinner, not even chewing it, and then they go out having a full night of drinking, and then Saturday morning, because they're heaving on the sidewalks, we'd go out for a walk in the morning and we see little puddles, not puddles, but just like piles of Kraft dinner noodles stripped of their cheese. They're just fully intact, just a little bit swollen. And we used to call them rubber bullets. I don't know how these things evolve, but yeah, that was welfare Saturday morning rubber bullets. I don't know how these things. Oh my God, free food! Yeah. Oh, that's it. Better than corn turds, lol. Through a pea shooter. Oh, it is funny, my man. Craig Bragg, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Hey Clyde, glad I caught your live stream. Thanks for all you do. Cheers. I'm glad you caught the live stream as well. I'm constantly seeing you on Twitter. Thanks for all of the input and everything that you're doing as well. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate it. Let's go back into that. Again, tangents, rubber bullets. Interesting things that happen. But yeah, that's the thing that Trudeau said. Wow, paraphrasing funny mustache man. But here we go. I love this. This is one of my favorite things that's happened recently. And this is such an amazing trend that took place on Twitter starting yesterday. This happened yesterday and it just blew up overnight. It was amazing. Trending all day, all evening last night, all day today. And all the liberal bots were out in full force to try to counter this one because it was just taking up the whole Canadian political scene today. It was just insane. Val with the $9.99 super chat. When do you think legacy media will turn on turd? I mean, they know when they have to change their allegiance to keep their breadbasket full. Here's the deal. I think their gig is up. The jig is up, folks. Is it the gig is up? The jig is up? I always hear the jig is up. But the deal is they screwed the pooch. They went full... Can I say it? They went full libtard. You never go full libtard. They went full libtard. They took the money from Trudeau to go full propaganda, and there's no turning back from that. They've lost all credibility, and nobody's gonna trust them again, ever again. Or it would take so much. It would take so much for them to gain their trust back. So they've gone full bore, and now you have Polyev saying, if you elect me, I will defund the CBC. I will stop funding media. If you want to have a media company, you do your best in the open market of media. And guess what? Even though they got $1.4 billion, guys like me and all the other independents out there are kicking the pants off of this industrial media complex. It's insane. They don't get the kind of viewership that independent people, and I'm not taking all the credit here. You guys make this happen. You guys are the ones that are paying attention. You're asking for other people to report on the stories. So more of us are gonna pop up. I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? It's the whole I am Spartacus. You kick me off the air, somebody else is gonna pop up in my place. There's a market for it, and people want this. People want to know the truth. They don't want to have spun at them constantly when it's obvious that they're lying. Basil, the pumpkin seagull. Oh, my dyslexia is in full tilt this evening. Basil, the pumpkin seagull. Oh, the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. If Polyev loses, we're screwed. If Polyev loses, it's really. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Cory Booker is Spartacus. Oh God, Cory Booker. For those viewers that don't know who Cory Booker is, he's a terrible Democratic nominee for presidency, for the Democratic nomination in the last go around, and he's just a piece of work. And he had a I am Spartacus moment that really flopped on him. It was really funny. Anyway, get back into this. So awesome trend. I love this trend. And it was all started by Marty Up North's fact-checking twin brother on Twitter. If you don't know who he is, check him out. Go follow him. He's really cool. Marty's really cool. But he got this trend starting with this post. And he says, I'm a 55-year-old Canadian. I'm married, father to 4, university educated. I'm perfectly bilingual. I'm an engineer solving problems for 35 years. I'm a volunteer hockey coach and an avid outdoorsman. According to Trudeau, I'm an extremist who needs to be dealt with. Trudeau must go in the hashtag. Amazing. So he popped this out there, and holy cow, what a response, right? 22,000 likes, 5,250 retweets, and people quote tweeting enormously. Now, people weren't just retweeting and quote tweeting his tweet. They started getting involved, and you could still read it. It's still going on. It's amazing. Thousands and thousands and thousands of Canadians coming out of the woodworks to post their own bios and saying the same thing. We have Sandra here. I'm a 76-year-old Convoy loving, unacceptable racist, according to Trudeau. I love Canada and hate Trudeau. Sick of this government and mainstream media. I'm Palminder Singh immigrated to Canada almost 13 years ago from Punjab. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I chose not to comply with Trudeau's medical tyranny, and according to Trudeau, I'm a racist, extremist, fringe minority, and domestic terrorist. It's time for Trudeau to leave us alone. Trudeau must go. Keeps going. I'm a 35-year-old mom of 12 fantastic kids with spouse of 13 years who has worked in infrastructure and is a business owner. I work in healthcare, and according to Trudeau, I'm a misogynistic, racist, anti-scientist, or anti-science. Unbelievable. I'm a healthy 46-year-old mother of 4, born and raised in Canada. I was refused a merit increase, told multiple times I could lose my job, and based on my personal choice not to be vaccinated, according to Justin Trudeau, I'm a racist extremist who must be dealt with. Unbelievable. So these stories, these are all like the coolest, nicest looking people that I'd like to probably hang out with, get together, have barbecues with, get together with the family. These are just such solid looking individuals, and it just keeps going forever. And in fact, Jeremy had a bit on Raging Dissident. Somebody shared this clip with me in the Discord, but he was going through some of these people, and here's what he had to say.
I don't know if you can see this if we zoom in. Everyone's just basically posting a picture of themselves, with their age and who they are, and You know, they're terrorists. This guy, 44 years old, married, long time, 3 kids, worked for the same company, football coach. According to the prime minister, he's racist and an extremist. Well, okay. And then you've got another one. They're all just regular people. It's just another one. There's another guy, you know, another one, and then another one, and 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 another, and another one.
Oh, who's
There's
that
Clyde.
handsome gentleman?
He's a YouTube guy. Great channel. If you don't know Clyde Do Something, he goes by on YouTube. We're trying to make something. It's just our schedules don't come together like an amorphous communist blob at a taxpayer funded conference. You know, they don't do that. So we have to work around it. But it is really hilarious to me that's. They don't understand. They can't get over it. Did I not download this friggin'? Yeah, this is
Awesome. Anyway, so there was Jeremy doing his bit, showing this trend, this amazing trend that's been going on for 2 days now, and it just won't stop. More people adding to it. Get on Twitter if you're not on Twitter. I used to tell people I'm on Twitter so you don't have to, but now I've been encouraging people get on there. It's fun. It's funny. It's the hyperbolic chamber. It's insane. I've got an incoming call. Why is somebody calling me? And it's a 1888 number. Is this a scam? Is this a total scammer? I'm going to see. Hello? I think it was a scam. I was gonna mess around with. Anyway, got to move on with the show. So, 100% scam, bro. I had a funny scammer recently. I'm gonna pull this one up because it was. Where are we? On Twitter, I had a funny scammer. Let me pull this up because now they're texting people. They're throwing texts at people, and they'll egg you on. They'll egg you on. Where did I put it? It's in here. It's definitely in my media. That's where it is. When you quickly gotta look for something and then you realize you posted so much stuff afterwards, that yeah, there's the thing. Okay, here we go. So somebody texted me and they said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, who's this?" What do you mean by that? I'm Bella. Don't you even remember me, Mike? So I reply with, haha, wrong number, Bella. And then I'm like, this is a perfectly good opportunity. Why not just jump on this? I said, but since I have you on the line, are you familiar with NFTs or cryptocurrencies? With a few steps, I could help you start your dream career as an investor. To which I got a reply, yeah, why not? Thanks for your invitation. Sorry, your number is not too different off Mike's number. Hope I'm not disturbing you. And I've been doing this. I've been doing on this field for a long time, but thanks so much. Have a great day then. Lol, happy scamming. Yeah, this is a thing that they pop out there. It's it's the new ploy. It's the new ploy. They'll text you on your cell phone and get you in there. Imagine actually working for CRA as a Nigerian migrant and calling folks. Oh, no way. That's too funny. That's too funny. But yeah, that could be the thing. Where was I anyway? So anyway, yes, I did post up my own version of this. I said, I'm a 40-year-old automotive mechanic, loving husband, and proud father of 2 beautiful bicultural children, active member of my community here in British Columbia. According to Trudeau, I'm an extremist that needs to be dealt with. And look at me all picturesque in my glamour shots here. You like the glam shots that I did? I even got the blurry background filter on my phone for this at work. But yeah, I wanted to get part of this trend going out, not because I want clout, No, I want the trend to continue. So I'm eagerly urging everybody to get on Twitter, post a picture of yourself, say a little blurb about yourself with the including, according to Trudeau, I'm an extremist that needs to be dealt with. Hashtag Trudeau must go. Absolutely. This is just such an amazing trend. It's really good. Nicely done. Clean hands for a mechanic. Haha. Absolutely. I wear neoprene gloves. I started it. Okay, I used to not wear them, and I'd have dirty nails and dirty knuckles all the time. And I started wearing the neoprenes right at the beginning of COVID. And then I noticed how clean my hands were all the time after that. And then I'm like, oh, straight up, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that going for sure. Craig Bragg tweeted my hashtag Trudeau must go bio yesterday, and I got a huge response. Sadly, no new Twitter followers translated into YouTube subs, sadly. You know what? No, don't fret over that, because the two platforms, they often don't transfer over to each other. I have so much fun on Twitter, but if you look at my Twitter account, I don't really have that much of a following compared to my YouTube following. So like, it doesn't always transfer over. So don't feel too bad about that at all. Absolutely. Where was I? I was on this one. But here we go. According to Trudeau, I'm an extremist. Twitter trend goes viral. Canadians slandered by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for refraining the experimental COVID vaccines are taking back the narrative with a viral Twitter trend. And this is hurting. This is hurting this image. This dude's image is ruined forever. And the Liberals know this. They're trying to back off, but trying not to get canceled for saying that they don't want to be woke anymore. You can't. They've gone too far. They went full woke. You never go full libtard. Nuh-uh. You can toy with some of the ideas, but if you go full libtard, you're in cancel territory, my friend. Can we get a sexy mechanic calendar? Well, if you don't want me on it at all, that's for sure. I could arrange for something, or just like total gross dudes. the real men of mechanics. Anyway, I almost killed my voice just there. Wow, destroying it. You guys are hilarious. Rage Against the Machine with the hot dog. Across the country, Canadians are posting, according to Trudeau, I'm an extremist to their timelines, followed by the description about themselves. And, of course, hashtag Trudeau must go. Again, more amazing looking people. Just look like such great people. Like, legit. I would love to hang with these people. In September 2021, Trudeau referred to millions of Canadians as likely to be racist, sexist, extremist, and people who don't believe in science. Don't forget the patriarchy. Why are we forgetting about the patriarchy? We're just totally forgetting about this patriarchy that we all live under. We all live under this patriarchal society that that rounds women up and forces them into jobs that make 70 cents on the dollar. This is are you forgetting about mentioning that? Anyway, we're deplorables, right? We're absolutely deplorables. He also said that perhaps shouldn't be tolerated because they refuse to submit to his coercive tactics to be inoculated with a vaccine approved under emergency use. In an interview with Trudeau, he said, it's a small group that takes up room. And we have to make a choice in terms of leaders, in terms of the country. Do we tolerate these people? And then went on to wave his fist in the air and no, he didn't do that. And we have to, do we tolerate these people? Trudeau said in French, of course, so that we couldn't get that soundbite. But it was amazing when Bill Maher, as being described here, spoke it out on national media, international media for us. Exactly that. Trish, I'm gonna butcher your last name. I'm sorry, Trish. It's just the French names I'm just no good at pronouncing. I'm terrible at it. But Trish, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate it. Even though Prue, there we go. Trish Prue, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. Wobbly pops are on you tonight. Wobbly pops are on so many. I can't have that many wobbly pops. I won't be able to take my kids to the gym tomorrow because they're all gonna go jump on trampolines, and that's gonna be super fun. Daddy's gonna be sitting reading a book while they jump on trampolines. Section 319 of Canada's code states, everyone who, by communicating statements other than in private conversation, willfully promotes hatred against any identifiable group is guilty of an indictable offense and is liable to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years, an offense punishable on summary conviction, emphasis added. I've always been a fan of this concept of free speech. You know, I've always been a fan of that concept. The idea of free speech. I know people always give you that, well, you're not free to shout fire at a movie theater. Well, what if the movie theater's on fire? Yeah, you're not free to put people intentionally in harm's way. Absolutely. But when you put laws like this on the books, and I get what Kian's doing here with the writing, and it's like, well, if you're gonna advocate that these hate speech laws exist, why aren't we enforcing them on you? It's kind of, yeah, I don't like that form of argument. I disagree with hate speech laws, and fundamentally because who determines what hate speech is? That's where the problem lies. Absolutely. Who determines what hate speech is? Who is the one who's translating this? The law is way too vague. It needs to be way more specific if you're going to have some sort of law like that. But it can't be. The nature of the law is that it's not specific, and it can be, the definition changes arbitrarily depending on who is looking at the situation. Newbie says, I hate speech. Actions are always preferred. not if you hate speech. It's about hate speech. Alta Presley with the super sticker for $27.99. Thank you so much. You are amazing. No, you are breathtaking. You're amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are, what happened tonight? Super generosity this evening. Really appreciate you guys. You're so good to me. You're so good to me. It's too good. Too good. Yeah. Where was I? I'm against this concept of hate speech because when you look under the hood, it's held together with duct tape and bubble gum. It's not good law. It's not good philosophy. All law needs to come from solid philosophy. It needs, you can't have things be open-ended and open to interpretation so widely as these hate speech laws. So I fundamentally disagree with that, but it just happens to be the law of the land. So these are the things that we have to live with. Clyde, we like you a lot, brah. Thank you so much. Bro, let's shoot some mouse potion. Don't know what that is. Clyde, getting drunk tonight. No, well, I'm going to have some wobbly pops. I'm going to have some wobbly pops with the community. By the way, if you're just tuning in and you haven't heard about this, 1,200 likes, by the way, right on the dot. Holy cow, you guys are awesome. Anyway, we have a Discord community. It's an amazing place. We like to hang out there after the streams. This is where, because on YouTube, I have to have my soda water, and that's about it. That's all I'm going to have. And it's terms of service stuff, right? So, and then after the streams, I always go into the Discord and we hang out, and everybody else gets to add their opinion to the conversation as well, and along with Wobbly Pops. Enjoy the Wobbly Pops. So just another plug for the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord yet, get in there, join the conversation. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun every Friday night. More like Harmony community, unashamed for my dad jokes. There you go. I heard a good dad joke the other day. How did it go? Good dad joke. So I went into the shed with my how does this go? Yeah, I went into the shed with my friend, and we were looking for some tools, and he was trying to move some stuff out of the way. He says, "What's this?" I said, "Oh, that's my step ladder." I never met my real ladder. Anyway, moving on. Let's do this. Trudeau has not been charged with a crime or even apologized. Instead, the Prime Minister continues to slander anyone who challenges his vaccine mandates, saying they have unacceptable views. I'm having a hard time getting through all the article here with all the super chats. You guys are amazing. Michael Holst, how do you say that? Hostletter. Michael Hostletter, $10 super chat. Love and respect from Texas, brah. Texas. Fist bumps. Boop. Texas. Love you guys. I've always wanted to visit Texas. You know someone's from Texas because they'll say I'm Texan first before they say that I'm American. You know, it's such a funny thing. I love it. I love Texans. They're such friendly people. I would love to visit there someday. Newbie431 gifted 20 Clyde Do Something memberships to the community. So lucky 20 members, 20 new people became members of the community. Thank you so much, Noob. And thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. And congratulations to those people who became members tonight on Newbie's dime. Lee Sansum with a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You guys are crazy. With the rolling on the floor laughing. The raffle copter. Real cowboys in Texas. We got real cowboys in Canada. We do. Did you see them during the Freedom Convoy? They went out to the Coots border. They were amazing. But yes, you definitely have real cowboys in Texas. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. My wife took her top during a fight and... Wait, what? My wife took her top during a fight. I was winning. It was a booby trap. Ah, you got me. You got me. Nice. So yeah, so many of these people posting their ones, and this is the original one from Marty up north. Absolutely beautiful, amazing trend to get going. And again, so many people. Another super chat from Val. Excuse me. Mike, same here. I'm from Richmond, Texas. Fled Canada for freedom, supporting Clyde. Thank you so much. Holy cow. Wow. I know a lot of people left Canada for Florida. I didn't know so many people left and went to Texas. That's amazing. Texas, again, I've always wanted to visit. I'd love to go. And if they're dropping the ArriveCan and all that stuff, hell, maybe I will. I really want to. Real cowboys in Alberta with the laughing face. Wow, apparently there's real ranchers, there's real cowboys in Canada. It's got to be pretty chilly in some of those places. Imagine riding a horse in like 40 below. I can't. Trudeau was infected with COVID twice in 6 months after receiving receiving 3 COVID vaccines. Yet he continues to criticize those who fight against vaccines, including newly elected federal Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre. Last month, Trudeau threatened to re-implement restrictions unless at least 80% get vaccinated for a 3rd or 4th or 5th time, whatever qualifies them for being up-to-date vaccinated. unpopular ideas from this Mr. Justin Trudeau. Absolutely. People are not into it. They're done with it. Absolutely done with it. People don't want it. It's unpopular. We're looking forward to the next election. It's just a matter of time before we get a vote of no confidence. When can we get that to happen? It's hard to say because of Mr. Jimmy McJuggernuggets. We haven't talked about Jimmy McJuggernuggets in a hot minute on this channel. Absolutely. Trudeau the tyrant. Yes. And Jimmy McJuggernuggets. Welcome to Texas, where normal folk live. And then lots of laughing emojis. Michael, host settler. I'm getting it right. Sorry. The dyslexia just jumbles the words all over the place, so it makes it difficult. But thank you so much for another $5 super chat. Amazing. You guys are crazy today. Just got my 33rd vaccine. Am I up to date? Totally. Truth sounds like hate for those who hate truth. They're often offended by the word truth. It's a good indication that what they believe is a lie. I love the Jimmy McJuggernuggets bit. Meat Servo. I like your name. That's hilarious. Bug Meat Sing. Oh, that's so good too. I like that. Oh, where was I going? Oh, the truth thing. This is like a modern version of the time of Socrates. And I hope it doesn't come to that. We all know the demise of Socrates, what happened to him. Well, for those that don't, he spoke truth to power, and for his conviction, they sentenced him to deletion via shoving poisonous hemlock up his nose. Can't make that up. Close enough, Clyde. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, Knee Deep Sing. No, Jimmy McJuggernuggets. I'm sticking to it. That's the name that we got. So what's Jimmy McJuggernuggets doing in the news? What is his claim to fame? Well, his claim to fame, he's trying to be Canada's Bernie Sanders. You get money. I'm giving you other taxpayers' money. I'm giving you other people's money with my Rolex. Which was pointed out to me by Jasper, Mr. Sunshine Baby. Mr. Sunshine Baby's a big fan of Rolex watches. I don't pay attention to this kind of stuff, but pointed out that Jagmeet's always got a really expensive Rolex on. Mr. Socialismo. He's going with the Socialismo. But anyway, he came out to tell Canadians this. This is just too good.
So we've been calling on this government, Justin Trudeau, to do something to help people out in this time. And the response from the Liberal government, from Justin Trudeau, has been, it's not our fault, or it's worse in other countries. Neither of those responses helps a family that is hurting right now because the cost of living is going up.
Right. So he's absolutely right so far here. Absolutely right. None of that is helping Canadians. They're dealing with cost of living increases due to inflation. Inflation is a monetary phenomenon. When you spend too much money that doesn't actually exist, you have to issue new currency. It dilutes the currency. Now, you got to look at it this way. It's really easy, right? If you look at it this way. The economy, all the money that's out there in circulation is like a loaf of bread, right? So to issue new currency, you don't bake another loaf. You're not baking another loaf. You're just taking that knife out and you're cutting those slices thinner. That's all you're doing. That's what's happening when the government is issuing new money and credit for the sake of paying for their social pet projects that they want to do. And it's hurting people's savings. It's taxing people's savings and it's taxing people's pensions. Do you even bake another loaf, bro? You have to go to my buddy's bakery, his new bakery. It's a men's only bakery. It's called the Pastryarchy. That kills me every time. So Jagmeet, he's there. Where is he gonna go with this? Where is he going with this? People are hurting because things are getting more expensive and the dollar is not appreciating.
None of those responses make it easier for someone who's feeling squeezed with inflation. So we fought hard and have been demanding since the spring that the Liberal government step up and give people some respect, the dignity to be able to afford their own groceries.
Respect and dignity. Give us respect. Give us dignity. I demand respect and dignity. What does respect and dignity look like to Jimmy McJuggernuggets? What is Jimmy McJuggernuggets' idea of respect?
And we have won. We have forced this government to deliver 3 things. Each of these items would not have happened but for the fact that we forced the government to deliver on this respect for people.
So all we had to do was get rid of our sovereignty, our rights, hand over to the government information, Bill C-11, all the things that you've been working on. It's all we had to do, get you elected, have you sell us out, all this stuff, blah, 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 get in bed with the unions. So what are we getting, Juggers? What are you getting? What are we getting, Jimmy McJuggernuggets? What is it? What's the prize? What's behind door number 1? What is behind door number 1?
We're putting money back in people's pockets by doubling the GST tax credit. That's going to put about $600 in the pockets of nearly 12 million Canadians.
$600? $600. I'm giving away $600 to all the Canadians. That's what they've fought for it. We fought for it. We're giving you $600. Is it a payment plan, Jimmy? Is it a payment plan? Are we gonna get $50 a month to help us stave off upwards of 8% inflation? We're gonna get $50 a month to help us? Jeez, this is what Jagmeet also has expensive custom suits and has a BMW. He's a champagne socialist. Well, he's got a BMW, so he doesn't have any smarts. I tell all my friends, if you gotta be in some industry where you gotta drive the fancy pants car and you gotta put your fancy pants on, yeah, okay, spend your money, get the fancy pants, and spend your money, get the fancy pants car, but at least don't be dumb with it. Get a Lexus. At least underneath the hood, it's a Toyota. Absolutely. What are you doing? BMW, piece of crap. In my opinion. In my humble mechanic's opinion. But that's the thing. Jimmy, you getting a $600? He's like having Oprah Winfrey hour in Parliament. You get $600. You get $50 a month. We're inflating the currency into like Weimar Germany, but here's $50 a month for the next year. Hey, here's $600. Peanuts. What is this? What is this? I want a piece of your suit. I want a suit jacket like that, Jimmy.
We're putting money back into Canadians' pockets who are feeling the squeeze with rents going up by increasing the Canadian housing benefit.
You know what's gonna help with my rents going up? You know what's gonna help with the rents going up? Astronomical prices for rents. $50 a month. What? Does this guy even hear himself? What is he talking about?
And we're delivering on what we forced this government to do. Dental care, starting with kids under 12. Families will receive money in their pockets. A check will be sent out to them to cover the cost of going to see a dentist. This is real support for families.
Is it? Now, in my humble opinion, so there's going to be some people, so they're giving us $600 of our own money back. Absolutely. Oh yeah, Brian Mulroney with his GST. It's only temporary. We're just gonna balance the budget, and then we're gonna get rid of it. There's nothing more permanent than a temporary government measure. Milton Friedman told us this in the 1970s, and we still haven't learned that lesson. John Michelson, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Clyde, do something. Once a month, they need to close on a random Monday for the Menzies football night for close friends and family only, with no warning. That would be something. Just shut shop for the Menzies. Are you talking about the patriarchy? I think they should. I really want this to be a thing now. This just sounds so funny. The patriarchy. That killed me. My friend Chris came up with that one. It's just way too funny. But thank you so much, John Michelson, for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. But yeah, Jimmy McJuggernuggets, full out hooking us up. Socialismo, the preaching nice suit, preaching Jimmy McJuggernuggets with his fancy Rolex is going, hey, what time is it? It's time for you to get $600 to cope with your savings dwindling away from inflation because we spent too much money. What are we spending money on? We're spending money on dental care. And here's my take. Okay, there's going to be some people in the crowd that are going to say, hey, you know what? The dental care thing is going to be great. It's going to help me out. It's that's something that's going to really, help out. I don't have benefits through my work or what have you. Yeah, no joke. Last year, teeth and eyes, my family, out of pocket 10 grand. No joke. Cost me out of pocket because it went above and beyond what our benefits covered. We had a lot of work to get done. I had a lot of work to get done. It was a thing. So, but yeah, teeth and eyes, 10 grand out of pocket. This is the reality of the situation. And some people will be like, whatever, I pay taxes all year long. I want to get something back. The real gist of this whole situation is that it's not going to fix it. It's not going to fix the situation. In fact, it might make things worse. Look how bad our medical system is going in Canada and has been going. It was going to crap before COVID. And COVID was this excuse to kick everybody out of the hospitals and say, look, we can't manage. We can't do it. COVID's over and it's going to go back. There was a Freedom of Information request in British Columbia to look at the numbers of hospitalizations during the pandemic. And the hospitalization numbers went down because people were not admitted for anything except for the COVID. So this is a situation that we had. The medical system has gone to trash. Where medicine is good in Canada is where the government doesn't touch it. I like my dental plan. Even though I have to pay out of pocket for dentistry, I like that there's no quotas and there's no caps and there's none of this stuff going on. It's going to drive the dental industry into the trash can, in my opinion. I could be wrong on this, but it doesn't seem to be the trend when it comes to the government coming in and brokering deals with an industry. It tends to go south real fast. And that's the thing. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, why we want an American medical system? Like, what do you want? No, I'm not saying that. They got a horrible problem with third-party payer system. They got insurance companies. You got doctor has to charge the maximum amount for every service possible because they got to staff an entire office building with people that are dedicated to chasing bills for insurance companies. And the insurance companies have an entire staff of lawyers that are just dedicated to getting out of those bills. So there's this administrative system in the United States that's destroying the medical industry for accessibility for average people. So no, I'm not saying let's go with the American model. I think American hospitals are fantastic. They're some of the most state-of-the-art stuff out there. But I think they have their own problems. And yeah, I don't think that that's a way of going about it. But they have people trying to solve that problem with medical savings plans, things like that are actually working and actually doing well in the United States. So yeah, maybe we could work with the people that are doing and that are fostering change in the medical industry in the United States, and maybe look at some of the things that they're doing, maybe go along those lines, instead of being one of the only countries in the world that does not have a private option for the citizenry. It's illegal to go and get service from a physician in Canada privately. Think of that. So I don't want the government getting involved in dental. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Where did that? Oh no, I lost it. There it is. Blazed Freak, thanks for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Hey bro, just a little something for you, for all you do. Or to help pay for that sick setup you have. What, this? Sick setup? This? Woo! I love my setup. It's beautiful. It's great. This is my pride and joy. I love this. But thank you so much, Blazed Freak, for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. You guys are crazy generous tonight. Unbelievably. Where was I? I wanted to comment on the funniest liberal cope of the day. And that was the good old Gerald Butts. Butthurt Gerald. On Twitter, of course. He's tweeting out this. I thought he blocked me. No, he hasn't blocked me yet. But the real question is, who's paying for this campaign? And this is, of course, the according to Trudeau campaign. Oh, I don't know why you put according to Biden. But here we go. I am insert noble status with insert noble sacrifice. And according to Trudeau, I am an extremist, racist, misogynist. This campaign that ended September 9th in the USA is now in Canada. Same group, same plan, same bots. You just can't stand that it's organic. And it's guess your best buddy, Butts, your butt buddy. Your best butt buddy. Sorry, Butts. So yeah, butthurt Gerald over here, not having a good time dealing with the liberal cope. He gets the award. He gets the award today for liberal cope of the day. Gerald Butts has PP envy. Love it. Love it. Good old butt buddy, butthurt Gerald. I just had to share that with you guys because it's way too good. And you know what? You guys are way too good. You guys are way too good to me. I got Alta Peasley with a $6.99 super chat. Second chance to say my name right. Did I do it? Alta Peasley? Am I saying it right? I don't know. Second chance to say my name right. I love everything you bring to us. You are my favorite. You're my favorite. No, you guys are all my favorites. You guys are just way too good to me. This barely buys a wobbly pop. That'll buy a wobbly pop here in Canada. We got those wobbly pop bills. They're getting big wobbly pop bills these days. But holy cow, the generosity you guys had tonight. I could have all kinds of wobbly pops. I'm not gonna have too many, honestly, because I'm gonna take my kids to the gym tomorrow. They're gonna go jump on the trampolines. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But what's gonna be a lot of fun before tomorrow is tonight. Tonight in the Discord, we're gonna go hang out after this stream, and I think I'm gonna wrap things up. We've been live for 2 hours now. I like to keep it around the 2-hour mark. That's generally where I keep it. Still 920 people in the chat room at the moment. 37 likes. Unbelievable. You guys are phenomenal. Oh my goodness. This is one of the best live streams yet. Honestly, PP Envy, David, absolutely get that out there on all your social medias. the liberals have PP envy big time right now. Gerald Butts has some serious butt hurt, and of course, PP envy. Remember that. So, but I'm going to be tuning out for this evening. Well, I'm not finished. I'm going to hang out with you guys. We're going to go hang out in the Discord. Link is always in the description down below. Please hit that link. If you're not already a user of Discord, it'll prompt you how to use it. You can use it on web browser. You can download the app, whether it's on your desktop or mobile. It's a great tool. I like using the service because it's a great way to share video, share your screen with friends, and it's a lot of fun, and a great place. Really good quality audio and really good quality video chats, and you can do group chats. We have up to 99 people allowable as long as nobody's sharing their video. It gets really busy at first, so up to 99 people, and then when it filters down below 25, then we can all share our cameras. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We can all go hang out in the Discord. I got another super chat from BA for $20 Canadian. Such good people here in Canada. Truly, you Canucks are good sorts. Thank you for all your efforts, Clyde. Thank you guys. I wouldn't be here doing this if you guys weren't paying attention to it. So all my thanks goes to you guys in the community every day, tuning into the videos every Friday, coming out, hanging out in the live stream, going to Twitter, joining me in the hyperbolic chamber while we go scream at loud chihuahuas behind a chain link fence for entertainment. This is a thing we do, but it's always important to have a laugh. The world's insane right now. It's absolutely insane. But if you can't at least have a chuckle here and there, you really lose your mind. So this is what I like to bring to people. It's good to know the facts. It's good to understand what's going on in our country, in the world. But it's very important to have a sense of humor and be able to laugh and as well as cry. You know what I mean? We all want to cry about the whole situation that we have going on here. But I've got hope for the future. I've definitely got hope for the future. Things are looking up. It looks like the pendulum is starting to swing the other way. Let's hope it doesn't swing all the way the other way. Let's swing it right back to the middle. Maybe hang on to it. Just give that whoop. Pendulum in the middle. Then we're gonna leave in a nice, good, open society. But anyway, let's finish it there, and I'll see you guys all over in the Discord. And as always, keep on trucking.